You are being harvested, and I am being terrible at technology. Sorry. You are being harvested. You are being used. You are being taken to the mill. You are being stolen from. You are having everything that you've worked for being siphoned off, and you are getting nothing in return. I, as a man, as I said, this is a NoFap channel, so I'm going to be talking from a man's perspective. I'm sick and tired of people taking advantage of men's courage, men's endurance, men's kindness, and using it against them. I am sick and tired of people telling me again and again that I should be better, more respectful, that I should somehow change myself to fit into their mold. I'm tired of the casual sexism that I get from work and not being able to return it. I'm tired of the BBC and all these other news outlets telling me that I am not strong enough, that I need to bow down and that I need to listen. I am tired of being told again and again and again that we are somehow, we are basically the weaker sex. We are being drained like batteries. I apologize, there's kids around me, so yeah. We are being drained like batteries. Our masculine energy is being subverted, siphoned away from us, so we can be nice little controlled toys. I mean, think about it. Nothing is more useful than a docile man, isn't it? When there's no war, there's no animals, savage animals to attack you, there's no Nazis, nothing is more useful than a nice, docile, doughy, just will do whatever you want kind of guy. He's so useful. You can take all of his stuff, you can deceive him, he'll repair everything for you, he'll just do everything for free, he'll buy you all the drinks, he'll implement all the policies, he'll even go off and fight war for you, he won't care. Nothing is more useful than a docile man. And that's what we've become. Docile, doughy, no spine men. And I'm tired of it. I know there's loads of people watching this saying, yeah, speak for yourself. And I know, yes, I am. Not so much speaking for myself now, but speaking for just men as a whole in Western society. What has happened is that we need to really rise up. We need to get up. We need to stop this. How long is it going to be? We started to see everything go to crap years ago, and now we're watching we have this epidemic of low testosterone. We're seeing this absolute epidemic of soy boys. We're seeing this absolute epidemic of male suicide. And the thing is that how long is it going to be until we basically stop and say, look, enough is enough? Because I tell you, we're going to be siphoned off until there's nothing left. And when there's nothing left, we're going to rebel. What little bit of testosterone is left is going to rebel and lash out. But it won't be a roar, it'll be a whimper. It'll be a whimper. It'll be a whimper. Unless we get our act together right now. And this takes me on to another topic about responsibility. I think I've lost it now. I'll just carry on with the subject. It's going to be like that. So we really need to start taking responsibility for our actions and not being trod upon. And that was it. I found that throughout this whole journey, I think I remember talking about assertiveness, is that when you really recapture your masculine energy, it's very tempting to want to lash out at the people and be like, oh no, I'm gonna, now that I feel all this, now that I feel more masculine, I'm going to take it out on this person that I don't like and stuff like that. But what tends to happen is you end up doing more harm than good. And what usually happens is you've been stepped upon, you've been trodden upon for years. Like, for example, you're in a business and you always take on more responsibility than you can because you want to impress people. And then one day after you've got all this responsibility, you then rebel, and what happens? The whole thing comes crumbling down. What I encourage men to do, if you really want to be assertive, is to be assertive as early as you can. If you notice abuse, if you notice you're being abused and drained, put your foot down as soon as you can. Because what happens if you'll give and you'll give and you'll give and you'll give and you'll give, and then when you want to rebel, it's like, what do you mean? But you said you're going to do these 1,001 things for me. And then it's just like, well, it's going to be even harder. I still encourage you to assert yourself. I'm not saying to do it, but do it now, guys. Because how long is this going to carry on? How long are we gonna be like this for? You know? I just look at myself. It's like, there's no way I would have been a 30-year-old virgin if I didn't pull my socks up. Literally, I would have been that if like 4 or 5 years ago I didn't put my foot down. And the only reason why I put my foot down was totally because of chance. It wasn't because, oh, well, I've now decided. It was chance. I found all this stuff came into my life where I could realize how much of a weak-ass man I was. You know? So how long is it actually going to be? How long is it going to take? You know? NoFap helps. Hitting the gym helps. But the most important thing is personal development. I encourage that everyone to do it, and it's very easy to do. It's not about looking at some book, like what is it that you know that you need to do right now to improve your life, and do it right now. If not, then why don't you want to do it? How many people in your life are you blaming for all the stuff that happened in your life? How much power are you giving away to people? How much responsibility are you not taking for your life? Literally, the last 2 days, I've been working non-stop on my YouTube channel. I've been working non-stop and just getting myself out there. And it's not because of a sense of urgency. It's because now I truly feel as if I have responsibility. Like, I'm doing it because I want to. And I feel the motivation. I feel it. And it took a while to do that, and I'll probably make a video about how I am literally like pumping out like 3 or 4 videos, or I plan to, a day, and I have the motivation to do it. But before it was like, oh, I have to do it. But I found my why. That's why. I found my why. And I honestly cannot say that there was no correlation between me coming to the 90-day mark and me feeling so full of motivation and energy that I cannot wait to go to bed, because in the morning I cannot wait to shoot another YouTube video and learn more skills. You know, so how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take to finally take responsibility? By the way, NoFap works. Do it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say today. I've got a special, if I can arrange it. There's a mate of mine who's actually hit day 90 a few days ago, and let's see if I can get him on the show, on the NoFap show, and we'll have a little interview with him tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Freeman out, and peace.